Hello, good morning, evening and good night. My name is Lyric Roomrouw and today 50 facts you may not know about Pokemon. Let's dive right in. Rhydon is the first Pokemon ever created, even before the concept Pokemon existed. This is a sketch of the capsule monsters. This creature would become Rhydon. In the manga series was Clefairy instead of Pikachu as a starter, but when the series was ready for TV adaptation, the marketers decided that Clefairy wasn't cuddly and yellow enough, and they replaced it with Pikachu, who they thought could be identified more easily by younger viewers. Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, was as a child a bug collector. Tajiri wanted his games to allow children to have the feeling of catching and collecting creatures as he had. Satoshi Tajiri's favorite Pokemon is not even a bug type Pokemon or Pikachu, no, it's Poliwhirl. Pokemon is the best-selling video game franchise right behind Mario. The orange spots on Spinda are placed in 4,294,967,296 different ways. That's a lot of memory wasted. The rarest Pokemon card is actually a trainer card, the Illustrator. In the beginning there were 34 of them, but no one knows how much there are left. If you have one, you're very lucky because this one is $100,000 worth. It is believed that the Master Ball has a 100% catch rate, but that's not true. In fact, the Master Ball has a 1 in 65,536 chance of failing. That is this amount of percent. That is not much, but the chance is there. Giovanni's Persian is actually shiny because of his pink ears. The Pokemon with the highest base defense stat is Shuckle. Yes, Shuckle. Of all the 722 Pokemons, has this Pokemon the highest defense. The reason why Gyarados is not Water Dragon is because the only Dragon type move in the third generation was Dragon Rage, which only does 40 damage every time. Were Gyarados to be Water Dragon, his only weakness will be Dragon, and if the only move that was ever super effective against him only did 40 damage, it could and would make him almost the most powerful Pokemon in the game. So what about Kingdra, who is a Water Dragon type Pokemon? Well, the base stat of Kingdra is way more weaker than the base stat of Gyarados. Besides, Kingdra came out in Generation 2, and in Generation 2 new Dragon type moves were introduced, Outrage and Dragon Breath. But why didn't they just change Gyarados' type like Magnemite? Because he still has a formidable attack stat, and having only one weakness, he would probably be one of the most, if not the most, powerful Pokemon in the game. Every bug type Pokemon can't learn Surf or Fly. How can this awesome creature with wings not learn Fly? Doduo can for some reason fly despite not having wings, per Yamega. Diglett can somehow scratch despite not having any arms or claws. Wooper can learn Ice Punch despite not having any arms. Giratina is the only dual-typed Pokemon that has weaknesses to both of its own typings, Dragon and Ghost. Seeking is the only Pokemon that Ash and Misty both own. There are hidden numbers in some names of the following Pokemon, the Spanish numbers in Arctic Uno, Zeb Dos and Moltres, and it reflects their national Pokédex order. Also with the German language, the Ein, O, Zwei, Laus and Hai Dragon. If there was a Pokemon who contains every type, it would have one weakness, Rock. The Grass and Rock types has the most weaknesses of all the types. Grass has Fire, Ice, Poison, Flying and Bug, and Rock has Water, Grass, Fight, Ground and Steel. But when you have Grass and Rock together, it will only have 4 weaknesses, Fight, Bug, Steel and Ice. Wobbuffet is the black tail who is the brain of Wobbuffet, and the large blue body is a decoy for counterattacks and protecting his brain. Wobbuffet is the only fully evolved Pokemon who can't learn any TM. Last thing about Wobbuffet is that he is based on the late Japanese comedian Senpei Hayashiya, who was famous for repeatedly touching his hand to his forehead while saying one of his trademark lines, "So nansu okuyu-san." That's the way it is, madam. Veronica Taylor, the voice actress of Ash Ketchum, does the same voice of Dahlia Ketchum, the mother of Ash. The voice actress of Jesse and James, hope I pronounce it right, Michelle Knotts, and Eric Stewart does the same voices for Misty and Brock. A female Azurill is the only Pokemon who has 25% chance of changing gender when it evolves into male, because Azurill's gender ratio is 75% female and 15% male, and Meryl's is 50-50. Pikachu and Meowth were intentionally designed to be natural enemies. They're based on a mouse and a cat, and their Pokédex numbers are 25 and 52. Arcanine would have been one of the original 3 legendary Pokémon along with Zapdos and Articuno, but the game designers decided to make all 3 legendary Pokémon birds, and so they replaced Arcanine's status as the legendary fire Pokémon with Moltres. All the professors are named after trees: Professor Oak, Elm, Birch, Rowan, Juniper, and Sycamore. My prediction for the next professor name is Professor Palm, or in Japanese, Yashunaki, because there are several theories that the region of Sun and Moon will be based on Hawaii, and the common tree in Hawaii is the palm tree. Pokémon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, was originally created to be the final ending of the Pokémon series, with Ash becoming the champion of the Indigo League, following the original plot of the games Red, Blue, Yellow, or in Japanese as Red and Green. 3 years later, Tsunekazu Ishihara has admitted that the original Pokémon Gold and Silver games were intended to be the last in the series. I worked with the assumption that after we put out Gold and Silver, my work as far as Pokémon was concerned would be done, said Ishihara. I didn't intend to make any more Pokémon titles. I even thought that once we entered the 21st century, it would be time for me to do something else entirely. However, the success of Gold and Silver forced him to change his mind. In 2011, Herman Cain quoted lyrics from the Power of One song from the movie Pokémon 2000.
A poet once said, "Life can be a challenge, life can seem impossible, but it's never easy when there's so much on the line. We have a lot on the line. Send Washington a message."
Ken Sugimori actually commented in the Nintendo Dream interview on why they didn't make a Mega Flygon. The reason why there is no Mega Flygon is because they couldn't get a decent design. Wait, look at all the fan art. I can't believe they didn't have inspiration. Oh my god. Explosion is a normal type move, however Licky Licky is the only normal type Pokemon who can learn Explosion. De-evolution is not possible within the games. Well, the anime tells us another story. The Pokédex entries of Slowbro says if the shelter falls off, the Slowbro turns back into Slowpoke. It is said that if Slowking loses its shelter, it forgets everything it has learned. A similar situation applies to Executor's Pokédex entries, as if one of his heads were to fall off, it would become again Execute. Ash's Japanese name is Satoshi, a reference to Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon. The symbol of the move Fire Blast has actually a meaning. It is the Japanese symbol for large, so it is not just a star. In the first episode of the Pokemon anime, Ash sees a Pidgeotto eating a worm. That is the first time that a non-Pokemon appeared in the anime. The name of Pikachu is a combination of the Japanese word Pika Pika, which means sparkle, and the Choo Choo, which means squeaking. Mr. Mime can be male or female, but when it is a female, the name will still be Mr. Mime. Magneton is just a triangle of 3 Magnemites. However, the weight of Magnemite is 13.2 pounds and the weight of Magneton is 132 pounds. That is 10 times heavier and not 3 times heavier, 39.6 pounds. Ditto is actually a failed clone of Mew. Mewtwo is the successful clone of Mew. When Rotom is encountered, the battle music is the same as legendary encounters. It's currently the only non-legendary with the legendary battle music. In Generation 1, the moves Gust, Bite, Karate Chop, and Sand Attack were all normal type moves, and are the only moves who are changed in Generation 2. Brock opens his eyes for so far 3 times in the anime series. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are thought to have been named for Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee in the American version of the game. In the Japanese versions, the names are Abewara and Sawamura, which are thought to refer to the Japanese kickboxer Tadashi Sawamura and the Japanese boxing champion Hiroyuki Ibihara. Ekans in reverse is Snake and Arbok in reverse is Cobra. The move Splash suggests an association with water. Its Japanese name is Haneru, can both mean splash and hop. That's why the animation of this move is just hopping and has nothing to do with water. Butterfree and Venomoth got mixed up in the American version. This was the way it was originally supposed to be, and this is it right now. They kept it that way and changed it to the official evolution lines. The weakness of Psychic type Pokemons are Bug, Ghost and Dark, based on the common fears. In the Generation 1 games, there is an invisible PC in the Hotel of Celadon City, which appears very similar to the Pokémon Center. The invisible PC is located where the PC will be in the Pokémon Center. Mew was the first trademark received for the Pokémon series. Let's go 2 steps beyond and do 2 extra facts. Here we go. Some say that Zoroark and Volcarona are both a legendary Pokémon, but they are not. As a matter of fact, they are both a semi-pseudo-legendary, a term used for Pokémons who are not legendary, either pseudo-legendary. For more information, watch my video right here. The reason why Ash Ketchum is still 10 is because the target audience of the Pokémon company would have extraordinary change if Ash would get older. The age of 10 to 14 is the largest group of who are following the Pokémon anime, so the Pokémon company would have been bankrupt if Ash would get older. For more information, watch my video right here. There you have it, 52 awesome and fun Pokemon facts. Write in the comments what your favorite fact was. Did you like this video? Give a like. Did you like this video more than more? Share it with your friends. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to my channel to stay tuned. And see you next time, guys.